Princess, where are your clothes? She carries on swinging her legs off her side of her bed as she giggles, watching me couch in front of her. She thinks for a while and then suddenly points to an open walk-in closet, making me turn around. Before I can stand up, she screams onto my back, whipping her arm and legs around me. I can't help but smile with the warm tingles skipping around my hair. What do you want to wear, sweetheart? I asked him, pulling a few toes to see her undergarment is one and pajama in another. Her day clothes hung on across the room with the various accessories. Sue's bag disappeared neatly around. She replies, holding on my bag at lighter. Can Cook choose? I scan my eyes through all the cloth and can't help but notice there are any little cloth here and just look her room. They had a modern look, they are legendary, cute, still expensive looking. I pick out a set of pajama as she will and some fresh undergarment. She giggles out onto nowhere and I look up to see her reddened face. What, sweetheart? I ask, not able to control my love. Cook holding my panties. She claims getting embarrassed. I low chuckle image for my chest at her playful comment. Come here, you little devil. I say, pulling her into my arm and tickling her. She screamed and laughed in delight in my hand and ran up and down her body. Cook, stop it! She bends in between her laughs and short breath. I throw her over my shoulder and fighting her wagging figure with my other free hand I have hold her cloth. I walk to the insert quickly and place her down on the side of the bathtub. I sit down her cloth on the lid and of the toilet and turn it back to her. Now, princess, can you shower by yourself or do you need cook's help? I should have winked and enjoying her flushed face. I can do it myself, she said, holding her face in my chest. Very well, Angel. I will be waiting outside for you to be quick. She nods her head. Eventually, I get up and walk out in the bedroom, closing the door behind me. I sit down on the king size bed and admire how neat and tidy the room is. I can help to feel a little noisy and open drawers probably should be. There was a one heart the venti that was filled with makeup and another with jewelry. I opened the cabinet that gave me a little bit of a shock when I saw some expensive gun displayed about. I closed the door of it and carried the wandering around the room. Her bedside table had a phone on it that it was still charged with the age ago then. Kai must have been taken her. I was about to pick it up but stopped myself as the water from the shower shut off. I spotted the remote on the wall, looked the remote and turned it on. I opened the top drawer of the bedside table, hoping the would be there. I stopped my tickle as a probably just a sin, something I should be have. A limp piece of paper of the read, Daddy's rule. Shut open the large slash of lintage and furious sex toys. I pick up the linted paper, completely forgetting that it was not mine to touch. Cook! Her little voice whispered from the now open bathroom door. I'm sorry, I should not have been looking in your drawers. I quickly put the paper back and shut the drawers, forcefully making her flinch. She constantly approaches me, and I can see she worried and frightened. Her body shivers as she is still lightly damp from the shower and the pajama I had picked out were more suit for summer. She stands in front of the wall, flown with her finger. I can show you if you want, she said softly while looking down. And do you wanna see? I'm a little shocked that she actually wants to open up about this subject to me. She must be feel vulnerable yet she trusts me enough to talk about it. No, I mean yes. But princess, if you're not comfortable with showing me, then I don't want you to. I place my hand on her waist and pull her onto my lap so her legs are in between mine. I'm curious, but I'm also worried. I have never got a note a little like this before and I don't want to mess up. She smiled gently. I trust you, Cook, she whispered before pulling open the door. This is what my old daddy used to show me. She pulls out the list of rules and places it in my hand. This seemed too harsh for you, princess, I say after scanning the writing that seemed more for a dog than a person. She looked at her feet and nose. Kai did not like it when I did lots of things. So he would punish me a lot. She sniffs and wipes away a tear with the back of her hand. He was monster. I know, sweetheart. I am too glad to find you so I could take him away from you. I kiss her thigh with my hand as I cool her softly. We can stop here, princess. I feel like this conversation should be had when you are big space. She looked up into my eyes with a few tears still pulling out. How about now? She asks, her voice now more free and her persona more mature. I take a deep breath and move her wet hair and out of her face. If I was to become your daddy, then what will I need to you do beforehand? And are there things I should know? She plays with my finger enough though she is not little space, rules and punishments. It's important to clear on the what I should and should not do as well as establish boundaries. I am sure they can help you with things like this, but I am not sure if I am ready for the kind of compliment so soon. I'm sorry, I just her sniff still. Miss Des flipped back into a little space. Hey, now sweetheart, it's okay, calm down. I pull her against my chest into my embrace. Please, don't cry. Be mad. Shh, please, sweetheart, no. I'm not mad at you. Understand? I coo her softly as she hid her face in my shirt. I feel so bad. She was being treated so proudly that she was terrified of me being mad at her. We can take as much time as we need, sweetheart. I want nothing rush and I want you completely comfortable before we take any kind of step forward. Now let's get you tracked in. I pick her up and stand on my feet before placing her back down on the bed. She giggles as I throw the river over her body and tuck her under the cover like a mummy. After making her comfy, I sit down beside her and wipe the remains of tear from her face with my thumb. My pretty little girl, I whisper before kissing her forehead and standing up. Are you leaving? It's difficult for me to not culpus at her cute pouty face. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I have to go home and make sure the boys have not set anything on fire. She giggles but still looking sad. May I? I ask, pointing to her phone earring on a knob. I pick up her phone, turn it on and put in my number before quickly snapping and silk use as the icon. She giggles as I wink the camera and the flash half blind me. There now I will ever be in your pocket. She smiles brightly before hugging me tightly. Thank you, cook, she says in my chest. I rest my chin on her head. After a few minutes, I leave her to go to sleep. I close her bedroom door behind me and make me way down the stair. She asleep? Jackson asks from the kitchen, pouring himself some whiskey. I nod and join him in the kitchen with my hands tucked in my trouser pocket. Did she eat anything today? He asks now, pouring another glass and offering it to me. Yeah, she wanted to chocobo on the way to here stopped by. He chuckled as I take a sip of a drink. Yeah, she loves it here, but she usually makes me get her McDonald's ice cream with it which take twice the time of the and if the machine is not working she always get upset. I can't help but smile at her thought of her eating the little pot of ice cream and being so easily concerned with life. Bam Bam joined us after a few minutes and we all talked for a while. They turned out to be a decent guys and kind of a funny but very weird. Jason even tried to get me to use the hot tub with him. At that point I knew he was drunk and I should be getting home. I had barely had any of my drink because Bam Bam had a certain if from me, so I knew I was okay to drive. When I arrived back at the house, I can hear all boys yelling about a game yet again, and but instead of ruining their fun, I decided to join in. I ran of course, but ended up the getting hit with pillow as a distraction, so I got killed. After getting filled up with attacking each other, we all decided to get a drink in the garden on the by the fire. It's time like this when I'm glad we don't have neighbor to complain about our noise. So look, what's happening with that girl? Jimin asked with a separate word, Woltang will his eyebrows. You like her, don't you? Hobby shouted with way too much energy for 11 p.m. I mean, I don't know about that. I say suddenly falling on the floor. Can't be that drunk, or at least I thought I could not. The other laugh and clap were literally wetting themselves. Fuck is happening? I say trying to get up, stumbling again, which just makes them laugh more. The rest of the night was a little bit of a blur. but somehow I made it to my one place to get into the bed at some ridiculous hour of the morning.